Why is it that oftentimes rebellion seems so attractive? Welcome to this, your daily 180 Bible study. It is an honor to have you join us for this series of studies. This week we're talking about rebellion. And we recognize the fact that there is a good type of rebellion, rebelling against sin, rebelling against that which is unjust. We recognize that, but that's not what we're talking about this week. We're talking about when we rebel against that which is right and good and just, and ultimately we're rebelling against God. Why does it seem like sometimes rebellion's so attractive? And you know, we admire those movie stars that are kind of the guys that are going to break all the rules and they're going to do it their way. Well, the reality is there is an addictive quality to rebellion. We like being a little bit edgy, and I don't have to do what I'm told because after all, rules are made to be broken, and I can rise above the rules and do whatever I want. When we look at the life of King Saul in 1 Samuel, we see that his life is a life of rebellion, and it just kind of builds and builds and builds. It is addictive and it is progressive. In 1 Samuel chapter 10, there he's given explicit instructions. He's being anointed as king. He's given explicit instructions in time of distress. You go to Gilgal, you wait there 7 days, and I will come. Samuel says, I'll come and I'll offer sacrifices. You go over to 1 Samuel chapter 13, and it's a time of distress. They're surrounded by the Philistines, and he waits 7 days, but Samuel doesn't show up. Well, doesn't show up exactly when Saul thought he should show up. And so Saul says, you bring me a sacrifice. I'm going to make a burnt offering. And at the time he's making this burnt offering, here comes Samuel. It's the 7th day. But he offers a sacrifice. He had no authority to offer that sacrifice. Why did he do that? Well, because he knew best. He does it again. And Samuel tells him, says, you've rejected the ways of God, and God's going to reject you. 1 Samuel 15, go utterly destroy Amalek. He brings back the best of the flocks. He brings back the king. Why did he do that? There's something about rebellion. It is addictive and it's progressive. An amazing thing, you go over to 1 Samuel chapter 18, one of the best friends King Saul ever had was David. And he's so jealous of David that there in 1 Samuel chapter 18, he decides he's going to pin him to the wall with his spear. Why is he going to do that? Because that addictive quality about rebellion is also progressive. Join us again tomorrow.